back to the channel. I'm Rochelle, this is Brampton Gardener, and we're going to be working out in the front yard today. I'm not sure if I'm going to start planting anything yet. It's still a bit cool at nights. I'm thinking maybe to wait a couple days, but I can at least get everything prepared. Dexter says hi. So let me show you what's going on out front and what I'm going to do to kind of clean things up and just prep everything for the big planting if I don't get to it today. Everything out today, and I have that big pot that goes in the front garden, so I might be putting a lot of this in that. We'll see. This planter was up there and we moved it here to get more sun, and wow, look at it. So it's done really well, although it did not behave itself. So the cabbages were supposed to stay in the middle and go up, and the pansies were supposed to be around the outside, and it just kind of got a little floppy. Maybe if these had gotten taller in time, but they're absolutely gorgeous. Like I have never seen pansies the one I had, this one's still pretty big, but one of them was just absolutely enormous. So same thing with this. We're gonna pull everything out of here, and the petunia did just fine. It totally survived in here. So petunias are really hardy. See this one, look how big that is. It's enormous, so pretty. So this is the sangria punch, these giant ones, and then the other smaller ones are frizzle sizzle mix. So, oh, look at the color on that. Just beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna take this big heavy pot, and I'm gonna find the spot in the garden. This is what the front is looking like right now. It's pretty. It's starting to get a little floppy and messy as the tulips are dying back. The crocuses, you can see, are a hot mess. So I'm probably gonna go in with my pruners and trim those way back. This stuff out as well, putting the planter in, and then transplanting those pansies and that there for now. You might have noticed we have a new addition. So my husband and my neighbors decided they think they like this better than the two dollhouses I had last year. So we'll try it out and see. I had to prop it up on blocks because otherwise it was the hollyhock there was too big for it and it was dwarfing it. So I'm gonna have to get that all fixed up, and I'll have to kind of landscape around that, but it's gonna be totally different than I had envisioned. It's actually going to be a lot more fun to decorate for Christmas, that's for sure. But the back end, you can see, I have it fairly level. I'm going to have to put the bricks all the way around underneath, so it actually looks like a foundation. It looks nice and neat. The door is super cute. And the best part of it, you can't even see because it's on this side. There's a fly stuck in the screen door. So the door opens. It's very cute, and actually the windows slide like this, so you get a nice breeze in here. And then you can see the fly on this side. It's really cute. So I cleaned it all up. It's nice and shiny. We have some oars. We have our refrigerator. We've got ovens and little hooks. So I'm not exactly sure what all is going to happen with this, but stay tuned. It's going to be a fun addition to the garden this summer. Other things I'm planning on bringing out here to the front to plant are the impatiens, begonias, coleus, and the pink polka dot plants. And I also have that pretty blue planter that I'm going to bring out as well. Normally it kind of goes where the peony sits now. So once the peony is done blooming and it starts to get mildew, so yeah, once the peony starts looking a little icky, that's when I kind of just cut it back and move the planter there. So I'm going to try and tuck the planter in, but hopefully it's not too shady until that time comes. And the allium. So once the allium's done, it's the spring garden transition is always awkward in the front because I have so many bulbs, and it just makes it kind of difficult. I don't want things to look naked partway through the season, but it also gives me the opportunity to go and buy things that are on clearance. And it's so windy out here. Buy things on clearance to tuck into spots, so that's kind of fun too. So let's get started. as going to a greenhouse is, it's even more fun to just go shopping in your greenhouse. So everything here has been hardened off. It's been out. It should do fine. Crossing our fingers. So I'm just going to be picking through. I have all of this to plant up, that blue container. I'm going to finish this one off first and kind of come in around here. Then I have this planter to do, which sits on the box, and then the big urn. So let's get her done. And I don't know what I'm doing. I just went out and grabbed anything that's like shade, summer like shade stuff. So we've got a selection of, well, this is a grass. This is a jasper. It's probably needs more sun than some of the rest, but we'll see how it does up here. And then I got my impatiens. I got a bunch of different coleus. I got my begonias. I got my lobelia. And then I got these pink polka dot plants. And then I have some of the canna lilies. So it kind of gets a weird mixture of sun and shade here. So an egg in my planter. It's just a plastic bead off of my Christmas decor. Oh, really? I was like, what the heck is that? Oh, never mind. And here we are 4 hours later, and I'm not kidding, like to the minute. It's 4 hours later. I started at 3 and it is now 6:59. So we are finally done with the front yard for now. So once all the tulip greens here and the allium greens die back, I might have to rearrange a few things, but we got so much tucked in here. So I put most of the cabbage in here with some coleus. I've got impatiens. I've got lots of pansies, and I have a nasturtium coming off at the front of that. My mom chose the papaya nasturtium, so we went with that. I rearranged where I had some of the mini hostas. So I have the little one there called mouse ears, and it looks like I'm pointing in the right spot on the camera, but I know when I rewatch the video, I'll be like, what am I pointing at? So maybe I shouldn't even point. But you can see it down here. It's very cute. It's very tiny. It's a blue hosta. The other little hosta I tucked in here because it's going to contrast really nicely with that, and then all that green's going to be gone soon. Heuchera is doing amazing. Look at that. That's a black pearl that I planted last year. So then I rearranged. I divided this one here and I put it there and there. I have my little primula. In here that you cannot see now, I put a bunch of my malva that I had winter sown. So there's little tufts of it all in there and some poppies. And then I've just sprinkled some impatiens, pansies, petunias, I mean not petunias, pansies and violas all throughout. Oh, and then the container. So in the top I have one of my grasses. We'll see what that does. And then I have impatient. I have one pink, oh, it's on an angle, pink polka dot plant. And then the rest are either impatiens or coleus tucked in with a few lobelia. Oh yeah, so I did add some lobelia. Here's the only place I've put petunias. Now this whole section here has been in full sun all afternoon, the whole time I've been planting up until right now. And that is because my neighbor sold one of his vehicles. So I'm hoping I'm actually going to have a little bit more sun this year for this bed, which would be awesome. So coming around here, I didn't really plant much except for my black-eyed Susan vine there. And then I added in a few more clumps of the ground cover. Now for the containers. This one is a bit of a hot, they're all a hot mess right now. So I have my sweet potato vine. I have 3 of the burgundy, photo finish burgundy petunias. I have 2, I thought I had 2. Maybe I didn't put another one over here. I was going to, well, I have that petunia there. I thought I was gonna put another one here, never mind. And then I have a couple impatiens and 3 of these, oh, what are they called? Dragon? I can't remember what they're called. I'll try and remember to put it on the screen. But 3 coleus in the middle, and then 2 cannas at the back, and then 2 nasturtiums on the front for some spiller action. And then my other planter, I have high hopes for this. This could be really cool. So this one I have the pansies in front. I actually left them in here, so these did not leave the pot. My pink polka dot plant, 1 green coleus, and then the impatiens. So I have 1 here, 1 that broke off in the middle, and then another one there. So we'll see how those do. Okay, this one's nothing to look at yet because my 2 big amaryllis, I haven't finished hardening them off yet, so they're gonna wait a few more days. They're not gonna be used to this cold weather. They've been in the house. So I have lobelia here, here. I have 2 of the kaleidoscope. Did I go with kaleidoscope up here? No, I went with kaleidoscope down there. I went with the papaya up here, I think. And then I have 4 begonias tucked in, 1 coleus, and 1 impatient right in the front. So when I get those other 2 big things back here, it's really gonna fill in. I'm tempted to throw a vine over there to go up, maybe a butterfly pea, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna get enough sun for that. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching.